don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with the shot. Let's go. One of the greats. Champions of the world.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out.
Oh, my!
Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that! The drama keeps continuing, Shelly.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes.
Start as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Oh, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots. Score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
Don't miss Wardley Dubois go toe-to-toe for the WBO World Heavyweight title, May 9th. Watch only on DAZN.
If you had the choice, what prize would change your life?
Yes!
Woohoo!
Competitions from as little as 5p per entry. What are you waiting for? You could be next to change your life for that prize, guy.
Get ready. F1 is about to start. It's lights out and away we go.
Doritos, official partner of Formula One. Taste the thrill and try new Doritos Golden Sriracha flavor.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
This is the moment the world has been waiting for. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready. The fight starts now! Let's go. How do you like it? So aggressive, so focused. It all comes down to this. With a corner knockdown. Still the undisputed champion of the world.
Fight Night Prelims, live on DAZN.
Hello and welcome to Wolverhampton, where later tonight there's going to be a Midlands tear-up between two of the country's most exciting fighters. Local fighter Conah Walker and Sam Eggington from just down the road in Birmingham. That will be live on DAZN starting from 7 p.m. this evening, but this is what we have on prelims for you. Janae Boston back in action versus Mohamed Grace. And Louis Ward looking to go 2-0 as a professional as he takes on Jesus Carrasco. And we are ready to get proceedings underway, so let's throw it over to David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Wolverhampton, England. We are live on DAZN for a big night of world-class professional boxing. We begin tonight with a special super featherweight attraction set to make his ring walk. Please welcome Jesus, the Hitman Carrasco.
And here is Spaniard Jesus Carrasco, 32 years old. He has 2 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. Drew his last fight against Edison Torres last month. And you may remember him on these shores when he got stopped against unbeaten Charlie Senior. That in the 5th round of that 6th round. It was a beautiful overhand right, but usually tough, rugged, and comes to fight.
And now set to make his ring walk, Louis Ward.
And here he is, the youngster, 21 years old, Louis Ward from Essex, Faden Boys. He was last out in March on debut, beating Jafias Foray, and looks very good, very composed. Looking older than his 21 years. And there's the team there, Tony Sims, John Ryder.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening and welcome to Wolverhampton, England. We are live on DAZN for a big night of world-class professional boxing. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored tonight by Betfred, Drip, Riyadh Season, Events 365, North Defense, That Prize Guy, the 10% Club, and Everlast. All of tonight's bouts are sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Mr. Matt Harris. Introducing your 3rd man in the ring at the sound of the bell from Wolverhampton, referee Ryan Churchill. And now, ladies and gentlemen, full rounds of boxing scheduled in the super featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears solid white trunks. He scaled 9 stone, 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Professional record, 2 victories, 3 defeats with 2 draws. He fights out of Madrid, Spain. Please welcome Jesus, the Hitman Carrasco. Carrasco. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears solid black trunks. He scaled 9 stone, 6 pounds, 9 ounces. His young professional record thus far perfect. 1 fight, 1 victory. Fighting out of Faden Boys, Essex. Please welcome Louis Ward. Ward.
Okay, guys, you both know the rules, so keep it clean. When I say break, you stop boxing, take a step back immediately. Protect yourselves at all times, touch gloves.
Yeah, as David Diamante said, 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. Jesus Carrasco from Madrid, Spain versus Essex, Louis Ward in his 2nd pro outing.
For the first round, round 1.
I'm pleased to say, as Barry Jones is running a little bit late this evening, I'm joined by featherweight prospect 5-0, Adam Macker. Adam, thank you for joining me, mate. What a night of boxing we have ahead.
Yeah, an amazing night of boxing. 7 fights on the card, 7 good fights. Louis in his 2nd fight, Junaid on the card straight after. Louis looking well here as well, establishing his jab, looking well.
He looked good last time out, didn't he, against Jafias Foray, as I say, in March. Boxed really well. There was an intelligence there, working behind a nice jab as he's doing now. And you remember your debut. I mean, that was some debut, wasn't it? Debut of all debuts.
I'm still taking it in now.
He looks a good prospect, doesn't he, Louis Ward? Puts the shots together nicely.
Yeah, it's just about, at the moment, he's establishing his jab. It's a 4-rounder, so there's no need to sort of rush into anything.
Moving really, really well. I like the the way he sort of doesn't give up too much ground. As I say, Carrasco only been the stop the once, and that was against Charlie Senior. It's a lovely overhand right, as I say. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, it looks like Louis sort of going to do the same here. He's taken that nice half step back.
Dominating.
Just missing by literally half an inch there.
Yeah, looks good, using the space really well. Just takes a little subtle step back, doesn't he? Nice little skip to the right-hand side there, and the variation's good. And
yeah,
is that something you feel like you're having to be taught, the variation? Not so many body shots in the amateurs, is there? And all of a sudden you're turning pro and you've got to try and mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. I've always been a big body puncher, so like as an amateur, it's been about trying to punch to the head a bit more. so it's actually all right for me now.
Yeah, good variation. Nice little feint there.
Nice hook there.
Yeah, he was telling me, he was sort of actually reminding me about Charlie Senior's fight with Carrasco, that he's open to an uppercut. Studied his opponent. Nice work there. There was a nice left uppercut that grazes the target of Carrasco, who I say does come to fight. He is tough.
I think he might get him out of here, to be honest. He's putting his shots together nicely. He's landed some nice heavy shots as well.
Yeah, he is. Good variation. Oh, lovely right hand there. The legs of Carrasco, they look unsteady. And he really fancies the job here, Louis Ward, going about his business here. The referee's having a look. The right hand drops to the body. He looks badly hurt, the Spaniard. Trying his best to move and avoid the shots, Adam.
It's about keeping that momentum up now and just sort of putting them together how he is.
It's a lovely shot, wasn't it? Oh, and there's a right uppercut again. He cannot miss at the minute. Louis Ward, who stabs a jab into the body. This is impressive stuff, Adam.
Yeah, he's looking really well here. I said in the first 10 that he looks like he's going to get him out. And
well, you called it, and that was impressive. Good work to the body to end the round, but that was a very, very impressive first round, wasn't it, for Louis Ward?
Yeah, he's looking really well, establishing his jab well and putting his shots together. And he was taking that half a step in the first minute, and he sort of managed to find that range during the second half of it, and he landed the shot.
Let's have a look at this, Adam. Talk to me about that shot there. Lovely right hand.
Yeah, like I said, like that little half a step back, he just sort of found his range with it. He landed it clean, and then it's just he's just tucking up there. I think the ref could have sort of jumped in, but
yeah, there was. I don't think there would have been many complaints. It was a beautiful right hand, wasn't it? Set up lovely. And he didn't get greedy, didn't he? He didn't get carried away. Very calculated.
He looks much more relaxed tonight than on his debut as well. Just getting used to it.
Did you find that in your second fight, after that, epic debut that you had in New York, and then sort of, did you feel like everything calmed down a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. Even just getting used to the cameras, the lights, everything. It all just sort of feels a bit more normal, especially now I'm 5 in.
Yeah, it does look like he's taking it all in his stride. Been around Louis Ward this week. And just really enjoying the journey. Really good amateur. 3 national titles. He won the 2025 Haringey Cup. You know all about that, didn't you?
Yeah, he's looking well here, to be fair. He's not being greedy. Like, he hurt him, and he could have come out just to take him out of there. But he's looking to set up that shot again and maybe have a nice little proper knockout.
Again, got to give Carrasco a lot of credit here. Looked like it was going to go, but there's a nice chopping right hand again from Louis Ward. Again, I really like the way he doesn't give up too much ground, does he? His footwork's really good, the balance is on point, and he doesn't over-exaggerate that movement back, does he?
And Carrasco's just coming forward non-stop, so it's hard to do that against fighters who are non-stop coming, and he's doing it well here.
Yeah, nice. Sort of chopping right hook from Ward. Again, just taking the feet out, just avoiding anything coming his way from Carrasco.
Ooh.
Shades of Adam Maka there, just throwing the left to the body.
He needs to triple that up.
He had a good win. He beat fellow prospect Conor Mitchell in the amateurs.
Yeah,
Ward.
Yeah. I think he beat him on a 3-2 is what they said in the last presser.
As I say, Louis Ward in safe hands. John Ryder, what a fighter Ryder was. Tony Sims, who guided myself and many others all the way. enjoying the journey, working hard with the style he's got. What he's showing here, you wouldn't go bet against him, would you?
No, Carrasco's taking these shots well, but he's sort of managing him and dealing with him as he's coming forward and not really getting hit. Just
there, Carrasco looking for a right hook there.
Staying relaxed.
Just telegraphing the shots though, isn't he, the Spaniard, and that's making it easy for Louis Ward. Oh, look at that right uppercut again. Done well, just keeping the elbows tucked in there, Carrasco. Yeah, the goal for all you prospects, I guess, is to stay busy, fight regularly.
100%. That's the, like, since my debut, that was only 11 months ago. I've had 5 fights, and I'm gonna have 6 in under a year. So Matchroom are doing a great job of keeping all of us active.
Yeah, as we finish this second round, it's another good round this for Louis Ward. Just slipping inside and throwing that left to the body. Really, really impressive.
Carrasco looks like he's blowing now. I think Louis could get him out of here if he sort of just puts his foot on the gas in these next 2 rounds. If it goes that, he could 100% get him out of here.
It's been a consistent tempo, hasn't it? It's not been electric, but it's been constant.
Yeah, constant punching, clean punching as well. He's putting his shots together nicely. He's putting his combos together nicely. He's not looking for anything that's not going to land. He's not wasting any energy on the punches.
Picking the shots really nice there, slipping inside and throwing that left to the body. I like the variation. Really fond of prospects, showing a bit of everything. We're seeing that already.
10 seconds.
Little wink at us here at ringside from Louis Ward. I think he's enjoying himself in there.
Round 3.
Second half of this 4-rounder, third round.
It's hard in the 4-rounders. Like, you want to get them out of there, but there's just no time with these men in there, such as Carrasco. They're so tough. They're sort of durable for 4.
And we get their purpose in the sport, don't we? They want to fight regularly. They can't afford to get stopped.
Yeah.
They don't want a 30-day suspension. They want to be fighting next week. So that's why they show their toughness and that will to win, that will to survive as well.
Yeah.
Again, Louis Ward really working the body nicely, tapping upstairs and dropping that left to the body.
Yeah, to be honest, he's changing the tempo well. He's jabbing away, tapping the jabs, throwing in stiff ones. He's looking well here.
Yeah, he is. As I say, still only 21, lots of maturing still to do. You know all about that, Adam. So, I'm sure already we're going to see some explosive stoppages, I feel, from Louis Ward, because he's showing a lot here.
Yeah, like he's still young. He's only 21. He's sort of a baby in this game. So he's looking well here.
Friends with stablemate Jimmy Sains. I think they've known each other for a good few years. I think actually Jimmy Sains invited him to play a bit of golf with himself and Tony Sims, and Tony said, why don't you come down, do a bit of running with the lads, and next thing you know, here he is.
I think all these Essex boys, they're all best mates. Like, they're all always together.
Oh, lovely left uppercut there from Louis Ward, not loading up with the shots, just placing the uppercuts nicely. You see some swelling under the left eye of Carrasco. He's kind of using the momentum of the Spaniard, isn't he, to generate the power at the minute.
He's sort of putting the weight on that back foot and just sort of letting him walk onto them.
Yeah, no need to load up when he's not doing that. Nice jab again. Just popping the shots out. As I say, it's not electric, is it? But it's constant. He's always letting the shots flow.
Something's always happening. Whether it's not his hands, it's his feet.
Yeah, spot on.
Something's always going on.
He's enjoying himself in there, no doubt. Louis Ward again looking for that uppercut come body shot with the right hand.
He's making it tricky for him, the Spaniard. Just sort of coming forward, just trying to get in there so Louis can't punch.
Started when he was 11 years old. He won his first 17 fights, and for those who know how the amateur boxing scene works in this country, that's good going.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So hard to get your arm raised all the time, in those, early fights where it's just so frantic. To get 17 wins on the spin, really impressive. Kevin Mitchell, he went about 30-0, Kevin.
Yeah, I went 0-3, 0-4 actually.
Yeah.
So
what happened?
I feel like I always had the like the strength and the will to win, but I just didn't have the boxing ability at the time. I was only 10, but then I started picking up, and I actually got 24 in a row.
Did you?
Yeah, I got 24 in a row. So it's just, and then it was keeping that momentum up as well.
So look at this work there again, Adam. Really, really good, impressive boxing from Louis Ward.
Yeah, he's looking really good. Like you said, he's putting his shots together nicely. He's picking his shots really well. He's changing the tempo like when needed.
What do you think they'll be saying in that corner, Adam?
To be honest, probably just like it'll probably be the same thing. Like he's looking really good here. There's not much you can really fault on what he's doing.
More of the same. Just keep it going.
More of the same. Probably to just pick up the pace a little bit more.
Fourth and final round.
As high as it is, but it's the 4th round.
Yeah, well, we go into the 4th round. After that 1st round, we didn't think we might, but Carrasco, as brave as they come. Will we see Louis Ward go through the gears? I'm sure it will be just more of the same. It's been an excellent 3 rounds so far from the boy from Essex. Nice head movement, and again, dropping the shots to the body. So easy, effortless. Good balance, hasn't he, Adam?
Very good balance. His feet in and out. Like Carrasco, like I said, he's non-stop coming forward. So it is hard to sort of keep your feet nice how he is. But he's doing a great job of it.
I think that comes from that good amateur background like yourself and Louis. You know, the fundamentals have done so well.
Especially at British boxing, like in the amateurs, England boxing, like up all that, everything is always like footwork. Get yourself to the middle of the ring. If you ain't there, move around the ring.
Look, stuff that becomes subconscious. You're not even thinking about it, are you? Just naturally doing it. And we're seeing that here from Louis Ward, putting the shots together nicely, but not leaving that centre ring, moving around the middle of the ring.
Yeah, his defence mainly is his feet. He's making him miss just with that little half a step out.
The left hooks there from Carrasco, just a reminder.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
That night at York Hall.
Slip.
It's all about it's all about learning though, isn't it? You know, progressing and
yeah, you learn from that, and you also learn that these guys ain't just here to just cover up and not do anything.
They have opportunities, don't they? You know, like I say, they want to survive, they want to fight next week, but if they can get a win,
yeah, they definitely will try.
Nice double left hook from both men there.
Yeah.
Good movement again with the head and the feet from Louis Ward as we go into the final minute of this 4th round. It's been a really good fight for Louis Ward. Controlled everything. Learning all the time. Dealing, as you mentioned, you know, the nerves. I know we're in his 2nd fight now, but still the early stages of his pro career.
It's not even just sort of the nerves, it's getting used to everything, walking out with cameras in front of you, walking out with wires everywhere. Like on my debut, it was the wires on the floor when I walked in the ring. I'm hoping I don't trip up. Like rather than worrying about fighting, there's so much other factors.
Oh, nice double left hook again from Louis Ward, keeping that right hand tucked up nicely as he throws the shots. He's managed this 4-rounder really, really well. Only his 2nd fight, 21 years old.
There's not, to be fair, there's not much you can fault on his performance here. He's looked well. He's established his shots well. He's put his shots together nice, and his footwork's been great.
Yeah, a really good performance there in his 2nd outing. Louis Ward, he hurt Jesus Carrasco in that opening round, and he done really well, the Spaniard, to survive. Lou is in front of me. Barry Jones has made it.
He's trying to take my job.
Bim. How are you, lad? Well, let's look at these shots again, Adam. Talk to us about these highlights here. He boxed well, didn't he? Nice left hook from Carrasco, but generally it was a really good performance.
Yeah, like I said, like he put his shots together nice. They've replayed that left hook twice, but you sometimes have to have them little wake-up calls to let you know, like, you need to stay aware. And
but he's fighting next week. He's over the moon.
He's buzzing. He's getting paid. But yeah, Louis should be happy with that. He looked well, and it was a dominating performance.
Well, let's throw it over to David for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action here in Wolverhampton, we go to referee Ryan Churchill's scorecard. It reads 40-36 for your winner. He's still undefeated, Louis Ward.
Yeah, Louis Ward moves to 2-0 in a very good, composed 4-rounder against Jesus Carrasco from Spain. Looked very good, put the shots together nicely. I'm sure John Ryder, Tony Sims will be over the moon. We're going to hear from the victor, who's alongside, or will be alongside, our report for the evening, Charlie Parsons. All smiles for 2-0 Louis Ward. Charlie, over to you.
Louis, congratulations. As you speak to promoter Eddie Hearn there, really good performance. Punch selection was great. Just thoughts on it, you didn't feel like you needed to force it, but it was good, it was fluid in there.
Yeah, it was fluid. He was a tough geezer, but I hurt him bad in the first round. Got a bit happy, but it comes with experience.
It looked like you didn't really try and get too far ahead of yourself, though. You came out in the second round, back behind the jab. You're rangy, he was getting in close, but it was good, and we're going to see more of that as you go through the ranks.
Yeah, of course, obviously I've got an experienced team. I'm with them every day. You know, I'm working on my catch counters. I've got strong kids coming in for sparring every week, and kids like that ain't going to be nothing for me.
Adam Macker just saying on commentary now, you guys really enjoying it, and all obviously Eddie doing well for all the young prospects in the stable. We see you at the 5K run, enjoying everything that comes with it, and it's part of the game as well, just building yourself up to be that star. Enjoying the pro ranks so far?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm liking the cameras too. I'm getting used to it, you know. It's the biggest part of the game. More than the fighting probably, but I'm getting used to it.
He was a tough geezer, was the words, Eddie, but really, really good. Another 4 rounds under his back and didn't need to force it in there. Happy with what you've seen?
Yes, he was a tough gentleman, Charlie, not geezer. He was a perfect opponent for the learning curve, and this time you saw Louis just go through the gears slowly versus at the copper box where he just went crazy and gassed out after 3 rounds. Despite how fit these young boys are, when you get in here, it's a different kind of pressure and atmosphere. So that was really good tonight. I thought he had an opportunity to get him out there after a good first round, but this is what these people do. They come to survive, they give him rounds. We move up to 6 rounds now. You're going to see the best of him over distance. Just keep him nice and busy, and got a huge future ahead of him.
It's a great young stable, so to be on all of those cards, you can hear the noise in here, just a message to them and for the future going forward.
Thanks to everyone for coming, and up the Essex.
Louis, well done.
The Essex. Louis Ward moves to 2-0 as a professional, and he looked good in doing so. And here's a reminder of what we have coming up from 7 p.m. live on DAZN. Shannon Ryan versus Nicola Hope. That's a really good fight. 2 very confident individuals. The heavy-hitting amateur Harley Burrows makes his pro debut in the middleweight division versus Lewis Howes, TMA 8 versus Stevie Levy. That promises to be a cracker. And so does this one for the British and Commonwealth super welterweight titles. Bilal Fawaz versus Ryan Kelly. 2 men had plenty to say. And then this main event. I mean, it doesn't get much better. These 2 are going to lock horns in the centre of the ring and mix fire with fire. Conah Walker versus Sam Eggington. David is ready for the introductions of our second and final fight on prelims.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the action continues from Wolverhampton, England, with an 8-round super welterweight contest. Set to make his ring walk from Verona, Italy, Mohamed Graic.
Well, here is Italian Mohamed Graic, the 30-year-old, who has 12 wins, 4 losses. 6 of those victories have come inside the distance. He was last out in November, losing to unbeaten Damino Flaccini, challenging for the Italian title. His game is tough, he's rugged, he's in your face.
And now entering the arena, fighting straight out of Rotherham, Junaid Bostan.
And here he is, Junaid Bostan, looking to get back to winning ways after that narrow defeat to Bilal Fawaz, his chief support this evening in with Ryan Kelly. Yeah, he got the bit between his teeth, really wants to get back winning and turning heads, putting bums on seats once more. Still a young lad, lots of time for him to regroup and go again.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Wolverhampton, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your third man in the ring at the sound of the bell, scoring A-star referee from Newark, Mr. Kevin Parker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with silver and red. He scaled 11 stone, 2 pounds, 8 ounces. His professional record, 12 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Verona, Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mohamed Graic. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears green with silver trim, official weight 11 stone 4 pounds. Professional record 10 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Rotherham, ladies and gentlemen, Junaid Bostan.
Junaid. Gents, you both know the rules. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Thank you.
Yeah, 8 rounds. And it's the return of Junaid Bostan. As I say, looking to get back to winning ways in with Italian Mohamed Graic.
For the first round.
Yeah, that fight, the second fight against Bilal Fawaz, was October last year. And it was a good fight, but good to see Junaid back.
Yeah, he probably feels like he has sort of something to prove now, but he's still only young. So being in them fights anyway is an achievement in itself, but it's just about sort of building back up and getting back up the ladder.
Yeah, I was talking to Grant Smith earlier today, and he was saying he's had to pull on the reins a little bit for Junaid. He's desperate to get back into massive fights, as he lands a lovely right hand there, straight down the guard of Graic. He looks fired up here, doesn't he, Adam? Junaid?
Yeah, to be honest, like I said, he probably feels he has something to prove, and them 2 fights that he's been in with Fawaz, he's probably learned so much from them, and that's probably why he wants to be back in big fights.
Yeah, only just 24. You know, competing in those type of fights with Bilal Fawaz, you know, shows the ambition, but, you know, it's what you take away from defeats. And he's focused, trains hard.
Looking very sharp.
Does look very sharp, doesn't he?
Establishing that jab well. Like he landed that nice right hand straight away in the first round.
I mentioned there Mohamed Graic losing to Dominique Felicini for the Italian title. Well, their first fight was a draw, and it's exactly the same for Bilal Fawaz, obviously fighting Junaid Bostan. They drew their first fight, then Bostan loses the second, so who can get back to winning ways? Good work from Bostan there, quick hands, going through the gears.
Yeah, he's really putting his shots together nice. And
he's fired up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There is a composure as well from Bostan.
It's probably just that maturity, especially what he's got from the 2 fights he's been in with Fawaz. He would have learned like so much.
I'll tell you what, the first few rounds of that second fight against Fawaz, he looks $1 million. He really did, and you know, with what we've seen with Fawaz, he just sort of grows into contests and he becomes a real hard man to beat.
Yeah, Fawaz against Ishmael, like I thought Ishmael was sort of taking the fight quite comfortably, and then Fawaz just sort of flipped it on his head.
But as you mentioned there, he looks full of confidence, doesn't he? Doesn't look like that defeat has taken anything away from him as far as confidence is concerned. And what you take away from defeat, he's looking very good here. Composed, sharp hands, concentration, lovely counter, right uppercut from Bostan.
A bit more defensively aware as well.
Oh, heavy shots, as I mentioned there. Oh, right hand from Graic, got to be careful. Little low with the lead hand there, Bostan. But a very good opening round, you must say, from the man from Rotherham, Junaid Bostan. Heavy shots landing in there from the 24-year-old, who does have 8 stoppages from his 10 victories.
I don't want to jinx anyone, but it does look like he's gonna make it the 9th tonight.
You said it, not me. What impressed you with this opening round, Adam?
He looked very, very sharp. The shots were heavy in there, and like he's in with a fresh fighter as the first round, so they can sort of, you can only take that for so long, especially over 8 rounds.
Yeah, he showed a good chin there, didn't he? Grace, he took some heavy shots. There was a lovely couple of right uppercuts there. One of them, it's almost a screw shot, wasn't it? Right through the guard.
Yeah, I think he threw every single punch in the book of that round.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I'll make you right there, Adam. Fantastic variation.
Seconds out, round 2.
Second round of this 8-rounder. Brilliant start for Junaid Bostan, who starts this second round with a lovely right hand, Adam. Credit to the Italian. Grace trying to get on the front foot. I feel that might favour Bostan though. He doesn't have to go looking for him, is he?
Yeah, I feel like he's just sort of walking onto shots a bit easier for Junaid now. Oh. Oh, I think he hurt him there.
Yeah, I think there was a reaction, wasn't there, from Grace? I think he sensed it, jumped straight on the front foot, didn't he, Bostan? Every now and again, the Italian just wings in a...
It's just that little wake-up call. Sometimes you need, sometimes you don't.
Looking around me here at this Civic Hall. Roof's going to come off this place later. Sam Eggington, Conah Walker. Promises. I mean, it can't be anything other than fireworks.
I mean, have you seen Conah Walker's fans have a pub crawl going on since 2 p.m? So I think it's going to
really?
Yeah, it's going to be mad here.
Blimey. Spinning off with that left hook. Bostan back to the centre of the ring. See the focus in the eyes of Bostan, just avoiding that right hand from Grace, then coming back with a nice couple of shots with his left hand.
Looks very, very sharp in there, very alert as well, sort of what's going on, using his feints well, and just establishing his jab.
He had a good win, Grace. A couple of years ago, he stopped unbeaten Italian Lolito Lopez. He was in the second round. He was in German's backyard as well. He landed a lovely shot, and it was an impressive finish. He just did not take his foot off the gas. It was similar to this, if I'm honest. Lopez was dominating, and all of a sudden he landed a heavy shot. Grace.
Oh, he just landed 2 heavy shots there, Junaid.
He doesn't do much, does he? And then all of a sudden he just wings in a heavy shot.
Sometimes they're the worst ones to box.
Yes, you're gonna have to stay switched on here, Bostan. Can't afford to offer any openings to Grace. A nice left to the body from Bostan.
I feel like he's just slowing him down, sort of chipping away at him, and he'll be able to sort of take over.
Yeah, as I say, Grant Smith, who certainly wants him to be busy, doesn't want him to, get carried away as he's desperate for these heavy, big fights. Again, no rush. He's still a young man.
Yeah, he's 24 years old. He's got plenty of time left. So it's just about sort of taking his time.
Oh, finishing this second round really, really well. Spiteful.
The Italian takes a big deep breath as he walked back to the corner there.
Oliver Shannon Ryan first up on DAZN versus Nicola Hopewell. That's a really good fight, both showing lots of respect to one another. At Thursday's press conference, well matched, similar records, both their sole defeats to Emma Dolan, the same fighter who will come through this evening and push on. Potential world opportunities not too far away. See Emma Dolan get beat recently and she challenged for the IBF title. How far are they away from a
Corners,
shot?
10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
Into the third round we go of this 8-rounder. It's been an impressive start from Bostan. Grace, though, from Italy, just offering some reminders every now and again. Bostan not to switch off. Fires in the left hooks and the right hands, doesn't he? Every now and again, Adam.
Yeah, he ended that third round really well there, though, Bostan. And I think sort of if he just keeps that momentum up, it won't be long until he sort of gets him out of there.
That was nice. He took the feet out of range and walked Grace onto a lovely stiff jab.
He looks like he's slowing down a little bit, the Italian. And Junaid's just sort of picking up off the momentum.
Oh, right hand on the side of the head there, drops Grace. Referee Kevin Parker says it was a slip. It seemed a good shot, though, nonetheless. Look at that right hand again, Adam. Oh, big left hook. Giving some heavy shots. These look hard, don't they? They really do, accurate.
He's putting them together nicely and sort of changing what he's throwing as well. Just through 3 left uppercuts, a left hook, right hands.
Well, they're raining in from all angles at the minute. There, as you say, there was about 4 or 5 shots with the left hand, then
3 with the right.
3 with the right, yeah, really, really impressive stuff. Grace trying to look for a shot to the body, but this has been a really, really good third round so far for Junaid Bostan. As we say, looking to get back to winning ways.
Not looking too greedy here as well, just sort of picking the shots. Oh,
that was a lovely, slipped inside, didn't he, and threw that left to the body.
His body's gone very red.
Yeah, I think he has full stop. Look at the face of Grace. It's reddening, yeah, on the shoulders, the body, the face. It's been the accuracy, hasn't it? And he really sits down on the shots nicely, Bostan. Really sprung into life, hasn't he, in this third round, Adam?
Yeah, only 45 seconds in, so...
There's still a lot of time for Grace to regroup and survive. He's taking the legs away from Mohamed Grace there. I don't know if he's noticed. Good work to the body, but he definitely looks
his legs are unsteady there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if Junaid's noticed sort of he was hurt there.
He dropped to the body, didn't he? There was a menacing sort of look as he crept forward, but yeah, I'm with you, Adam. There looked to be 2 unsteady legs there from the Italian Mohamed Grace.
They're still quite unsteady now.
I don't think we'll see too much more of this. This is really good boxing, switching. Bostan showing how confident he is, just spinning Grace onto the ropes and throwing the right hand, dropping the left.
Staying relaxed, not being greedy. He's still swinging in shots, so he's still a dangerous fighter in front of him.
Looks like he's emptied the tank here. Mohamed Grace looks tired, although he's skipping back to the corner. That was a really impressive round from Junaid Bostan.
Maybe he didn't mean to skip back. It was just the legs.
Yeah, plenty already taking their seats here in the Civic Hall. And here is a fellow prospect like yourself, TMA Ayton, in with Stevie Levy. How impressed have you been with TMA Ayton, Adam?
Seconds.
She's the best girl fighter on the planet by like a country mile, and I don't think tonight's going to go past 3 rounds.
Round 4.
Oh, Katie Taylor agrees with you. Bostan charging to centre ring, meeting Grace with a couple of heavy shots. I think they sense that the Italian is very close to wilting here. He's close to the end, isn't he?
Yeah, he's taken the front foot here, which he didn't in the first few rounds. And the Italian sort of, he's still trying to charge forward, but I don't think he's got it in him as much anymore.
It's coming close together there. I think he changed the levels really well, Bostan, in this fight. Really sunk some heavy blows into the body. Just easily shrugging off Grace, pinning him back. Credit to the Italian, though. Spins back, tries to land a couple of double jabs.
60%.
Just hearing 60% from the corner there of Junaid, so...
And then all of a sudden he just fires into 100.
Well,
I think that's so important as well, to be able to, as a fighter, change the pace quickly.
Yeah, Louis Ward was doing it well.
He was.
Just changing the tempo.
Well. You know, you're able to burst into life quickly.
Yeah. The minute I land a shot, I want 100 miles an hour.
That's why we love you, Adam. You've got that fire in your eyes, and we're seeing a bit of that from Bostan here. Spiteful look at times when he puts the shots together, and again the legs are really unsteady on Mohamed Graish.
I don't think it will be long now. There's 4 rounds left still.
Spiteful look to Bostan, who's putting the shots together once more with such speed and accuracy. Oh, he's right hand.
Looks like he's hurt there, and I think Junaid's noticed that.
Yeah, putting the shots together nicely again, up in the tempo. Oh, lovely right hook followed by a right uppercut.
Oh, yeah.
Right hook again, and Mohamed Graish looks like it could be very close to the finish here. There's a minute to go. He's not taking his foot off the gas here, Junaid Bostan. Credit to Mohamed Graish.
Still trying to punch back.
He is. Head movement from the 24-year-old from Rotherham. Missing with that big right hand. Bostan, beautiful jab though.
Felt like he's just sort of a bit more easy to hit now. And Junaid's just sort of taking advantage of that.
God, he shows some toughness here, hasn't he, Mohamed Graish?
Still pushing forward with the unsteady legs.
Yeah, still having a go. You feel the more he lets his hands go, it may play into the hands of Bostan, just leaning back, avoiding that 1-2.
He likes that corner, doesn't he?
Pinning him again in the blue corner. That right hook's been a damaging, hurtful shot for Bostan. Little low there from Graish. But that, a very impressive round for Junaid Bostan.
Yeah, with 4 rounds still to go, I don't think it'll be long until he gets him out of there. He looked very unsteady there in that last round.
Yeah, just a real spiteful look to Junaid Bostan. I think he wants to let people know, yes, I did lose last time out, but don't sleep on me. There's still plenty left in the tank. Still, as we say, only 24 years if he wishes to continue. But impressive stuff there.
He's really picking his shots nicely when he was hurt as well, not just sort of winging away.
And you've got to give Graish so much credit there, because he could have took a knee, couldn't he?
10 seconds.
But he didn't. He kept throwing. I mean, even if he would have stopped throwing, he didn't even have to take a knee. The referee would have jumped.
Yeah. He was punching away and still trying to come forward.
Will this be the round that Junaid Bostan gets the tough Mohamed Graish out of there?
Yes.
You think so? You're calling it, yeah? The 5th round. Second half of this 8-rounder. Junaid Bostan from Rotherham, 24 years old, in with 30-year-old Italian Mohamed Graish. Lands a nice double jab, the Italian. Again, still trying to creep forward.
I think in every round, sort of what's gone on, Junaid's landed a nice shot. He's waited for that shot, landed it, and then just dominated from there.
I think what we're seeing as well, the difference between, you know, our first fight and this fight is Graish has a winning record. 12 wins, 4 losses. You know, he's still desperate to change his life here. He's still desperate to get a win.
Yeah, get that Matchroom contract.
Yeah, exactly.
How Stevie is tonight, that's all she's been posting about, is her Matchroom contract.
Yeah, he beat one of these prospects. That's why you've got a target on your back, Adam.
Yeah, bring all the smoke.
Just taking a little skip round the ring here, Junaid Bostan. Again, he's just got to give so much credit to Mohamed Graish here. Being completely second best, but really having a go, really trying to change his life, walking onto another stiff jab from Bostan.
Still punching back, still punching away. There's no sort of, like, Junaid's just sort of chipping away. Oh, just chipping away at him.
That was lovely when it double left hook, tapped upstairs and dropped that sickening left to the body.
Yeah, he's still just left, right, sort of coming in from everywhere.
How difficult it will be to pull on the reins a little bit. He's going to get the win here, Bostan, isn't he? But a few more like this.
I think he'll be happy with the performance, and it's one of them. Like, you want to be back in big fights, but it's also your team will like you said about Grant, he probably just wants him in a few more of these until he gets him back in them big fights.
Only his 13th fight as well, so still so much more developing and learning to do. But looking good, really good. In cruise control, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he sort of hasn't. He hasn't got out of second gear for the majority of the fight until he sort of landed the big shots, and he's just dominating. So it shows how good he is as well.
And I think there are times in fights, as you mentioned, you know, you kind of realise that it's going to be very tough to get your opponent out there. So you just get to your boxing, you do your thing, and just most importantly, look good for the remainder of the fight. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Speak for yourself.
You want the KO every single time.
I'm looking for it. I'm coming for it.
Yep, another good round there for Bostan.
Stayed very sharp throughout, so his fitness is obviously great. It looks like he's trained hard throughout camp.
Yeah, landing that right hand.
Just bringing his head sort of off the line by a couple inches.
That's just enough to avoid that shot, isn't it, from Grace?
And they always look better for highlight reels.
That's all you think about. Don't blame you. They get paid for overtime.
Nah. And Instagram's a big thing.
Barry Jones to our left, he's got a big Instagram following. It's more golf now, Barry, isn't it?
Seconds out, round 6.
3 more to go here in our final fight on prelims before we kick off 7 p.m. live on DAZN. Junaid Bostan looking very good, looking to get back to winning ways, as I mentioned already. Mohamed Grace exactly the same, coming off the defeat last time out, challenging for the Italian title.
They both feel like they've got something to prove in there tonight, and that's what's making sort of a good fight out of it, and why the Italian's not giving up, and he keeps coming, keeps punching.
I mean, look, as I say, he's got a winning record, but even if he comes back over, I'd like to see him with some of our, you know, up-and-coming super welterweights. You know, he's a solid competitor, isn't he?
100%. He's looking really good in there, and I think he feels like he's got something to prove in there. At times, he's getting paid regardless. He could have took a knee, he could have sort of backed off, but he hasn't, and he's looking to get a win in there.
And I think it's that fight I mentioned when he went to Italy and beat Lopez. He wasn't touted to win that fight, but with one shot turned it completely on its head. Nice right hand again, just walking onto that Grace. He hasn't stopped throwing though. Sometimes when you get encountered and you're getting peppered constantly, you almost, some of these opponents I noticed they stop throwing because of the fear of getting countered. But he hasn't stopped, has he?
No, to be fair, there's no. I don't think he's too worried about getting hit. I think he's just more worried about just getting that win.
Reverse 1-2 there from Grace. Grazing the target with the final shot. Bostan getting back behind that jab and just missing with right hand there. Pace has slowed a little bit, hasn't it?
He has slowed. His punches are still sharp, and I think he's just looking for that now one shot to sort of get him out of there.
Kind of a win-win for Bostan. You know, whether he gets the 8 rounds in the bank, been out the ring since October. Get 8 good rounds in the bank, and if you do stop him, then you know, as you would say, get that showreel finish that will go out on Instagram. So it's a win either way. As I say, that nice right hand from Grace.
He's definitely got some nice highlight reels in this.
Yeah, good movement, good variation. Back to southpaw.
Yeah,
Lovely left hand. The legs have gone again. That was a beautiful left uppercut. And he's not getting carried away here. Will he go through the gears? A nice right hook back to orthodox here. Going through the gears. That was an impressive shot, Adam Macker.
Very nice. He sort of landed that uppercut clean on his chin.
But back comes Mohamed Grace.
Yeah, there's no surprise there. Well, I am surprised this time, but...
Yeah, that was really impressive. I look forward to seeing the highlight of that. What a shot from Junaid Bostan, who's cruising to victory here, cruising back to winning ways. A couple of big deep breaths in there. May have been some nervous energy going into this fight. A little bit of pressure he'd have put on himself. But let's have a look at this. Oh, stunner. And the legs definitely went there, didn't they, of Mohamed Grace?
I think Junaid just sort of took a look first to see, to make sure he was hurt until he sort of put his foot on the gas. Very fast recovery though from Mohamed Grace.
Yeah, he's made a tough stuff, that's for sure. Just shrugs it off.
He looks fresh in the corner now. So.
Just dabs his nose.
Seconds out, round 7.
Well, all that's left from this performance really is the stoppage. Not that he needs it. He'll probably want it like yourself, Adam, but he's looked very good in return here. Junaid Bostan showed us a bit of everything.
He's got, so far, 6 very, very good rounds out. So there's no complaints, I don't think, from anyone.
If you're Junaid Bostan here, what are you thinking? Are you thinking I've got her up the tempo, get to work? What would you be thinking?
Personally, I'd be up in the tempo, trying to sort of get him out of there. I've got 6 rounds in now. Now let's do the job and get him out. But maybe Junaid is thinking he wants to get the 8 rounds in.
Because even if he is feeling the pace a little bit, I doubt he is. The light at the end of the tunnel's there now, isn't it? A couple to go. You've put in good foundations, you've hurt your man, you've softened him up. Yeah, Kevin Parker just warning Junaid Bostan not to use that shoulder to push off.
But also, he is tough and he is still dangerous and punching, so it's about being aware of that, which I think he is.
Sort of risks versus rewards. Referee just going to have a word with Bostan. Shrugged him off, pushed him off a couple of times. Maybe a little bit of frustration, I'm not sure.
That little bit of an elbow. I actually got told off for that in my last 2 fights. But.
Just looking across the ring to see Dalton Smith. Unfortunately, had to put out of his fight with Puello. It's a little injury. Won't take much to get back in the ring, though. It's a fight we look forward to seeing one day.
Yeah, Galaria fight obviously still headlining the card. He looks hurt here again.
Yeah, going through the gears. Is that change of pace you're asking for, Adam?
He's nodded that head, but I think that always means a fighter's hurt.
Yeah, it's a telltale sign, isn't it? Not a frantic increase, but still it is a little bit more increased from Bostan. He gets behind a double jab, nice little left hook. Into that uppercut again, that's been an effective shot against Grace. Oh, nice right to the body, took that well.
Still punching, still active.
Yeah, there was a nice uppercut from Grace there, yeah. Landed a good shot himself. Corners getting very animated in the Grace corner. I think the cornerman might have thought that his charge had hurt Bostan. He's really letting some advice flow. As your Italian.
He's saying, keep punching, you'll win, you'll win.
Yeah, I think he was definitely saying that. Yeah, I can't give this man enough props, Grace. He's really had a go in. He has been completely second best. He has not stopped. Nice 1-2 again. Oh, left hook. Every now and again, his legs really look unsteady, don't they? I don't know if it's a balance issue or what.
You know, I think he's hurt, but I think also he's got very, very fast recovery. That could be down to something he's doing in the gym that I'd like to know.
Well, 1 to go here. Our final fight on prelims before we cross over to DAZN. About 20 minutes time, 7 p.m. What a card. Really, really looking forward to it. From top to bottom. Ollie Burrows, do you know much about him? Apparently 23 knockouts in the amateur.
I've watched him a bit as an amateur. always sort of just coming, looking to get you out of there. So for me, that's my cup of tea. I love watching a fight like that.
Got a shot there of the WBC world champion, Dawn Smith. Speedy recovery. We go into this final round. Junaid Bostan, Mohamed Grace from Italy, who's shown so much toughness and will to win, but it's been a really good comeback fight for Bostan. Shown us a bit of everything.
It's a decent fight in itself, to be fair. Like he's not in an easy fight here, and Mohamed Grace is coming to win, and he's not giving up.
No, I'll tell you what, I'd love to see him back over here, Mohamed Grace, getting him with some of our other super welterweights. Pose questions, you know, with this desire, this commitment.
Junaid up and down here, just trying to find them couple shots, putting them together nicely.
Sort of dips his knees slightly, doesn't he? Really whips the shots in, Bostan. Really good balance. Nice jab. And again, there's that right hand over the top from Mohamed Grace. See, in the first couple of rounds, there seemed to be a bit of pop in the shots from the Italian, but that seems to have left the hands out.
It's now
although
just
he's not
punching.
stopped. Yeah, he's letting them go, but don't have the same.
I don't think there's any threat.
No.
I think that's where it's sort of time for Junaid now to just sort of put his foot on the gas and
landed that left hand, he just sort of shook it a little bit. I don't know if he felt that one or if he'd hurt it in the previous round. Backed onto the ropes, trying to lure Grace in. Really putting his foot on the gas here. Love seeing this from an opponent, I really do.
You know what, I'm very impressed, obviously by both of them. Junaid looked very good tonight, but I'm impressed with the way he's took them shots, dealt with it, and he's still coming forward just to win.
Because he's obviously levels below, isn't he? You know, and he's taken some heavy shots. There was opportunities where he could have stopped throwing and the ref would have jumped in, but he's not done that.
It's that will to win.
It is. You're spot on, mate. Look at him here in this final round.
Sometimes the will to win sort of outweighs however fit you are or however strong you are. You'll get that extra little bit just from the will to win.
Rocky Balboa should have never beaten Apollo Creed.
100%, and he's my favourite fighter. So
Barry Jones has put his head in his hands. Moving on the back foot, the spinning Grace off. Moving him back onto the ropes. 20 seconds to go for the Italian to survive, but he fired back with a couple of hooks. The corner again screaming.
They said, come on, let your hands go. You're doing it, you're doing it.
Spot on. Well, he'll get back to winning ways here. He's not had it all his own way.
Punch him in the face really hard. That's what
Mohamed Grace has tried, he really has, but Junaid Bostan really, really good there as he returns to the ring.
Very good fight to watch as well.
Yep, sure the team there. Grant Dalton will be happy. Get back to winning ways. What next for Junaid Bostan? Mohamed Grace, I'll tell you what, I want to see him back, and I keep saying it. He's made of good stuff, tough stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in England against another prospect and sort of see how they deal with him, because he is a very good fighter.
And you know he's going to try and win. He's going to try and win, isn't he? And that's what you want in an opponent. For fighters around this level. Well, anyway, look, that was a good performance from both men there, you'd have to say. So let's throw it back to David.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action here in Wolverhampton, we go to referee Kevin Parker's scorecard. It reads 80-72 for your winner, Junaid Bostan.
Yeah, shutout victory there for Junaid Bostan, who gets his 11th win of his career. And it was a really good outing, good comeback fight for the man from Rotherham. Yeah, and I agree with David there, just Asking the crowd to acknowledge the opponent, Mohammed Grace, really had a go there, showed so much heart and desire and will to win.
I was impressed, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good fight, good to see him back to winning ways. And Charlie, a fantastic reporter, is alongside the victor, Junaid Bostan.
Well, Junaid, congratulations, back in the ring with a victory here in Wolverhampton. I thought the stoppage would have come a little bit earlier. I thought that the other corner would have maybe thrown the towel in, but 8 rounds under the bank, how do you assess your performance?
It was all right, you know, believe you me, I thought I'd get him out there as well. He's never been stopped before. I can see why. The referee just let me know he was inches away from stopping it in the 4th. Wish I carried on fucking on now, but here we are. It's good to get the rounds in, move on to a successful 2026. I want to be active. So yeah, let's get it cracking.
You've learned a lot about yourself, I'm sure, over the last 12 to 18 months. Do you feel like a new fighter stood in the ring today with everything that happened with both Belal Fawaz fights?
Not necessarily a new fighter, but a developed fighter. You live and learn, wins, draws, losses, whatever you want to call it. If you're not learning, you're not improving, so that's that.
You spoke a little bit about Belal Fawaz. He's obviously on that card tonight. I think at the press conference you said you'd like that other go. You're maturing as a fighter. You've got that confidence. Is that something that you're looking for again?
Believe you me, I ain't no shit bag. I want that lip back. But obviously, I know the business. I know it's at snakes and ladders. You've got to wait your way back up. Will Crawler was mentioned to me a while back. From what I'm understanding, he's having a little break, but if not, I'm there.
Well, the man to make that happen is next to you, promoter Eddie Hearn. Will Crawler, someone said, obviously Belal Fawaz, a little bit of a rebuild, of course. What did you think of Junaid's performance, and what do you have in mind for him?
Really good. I mean, you've got to remember, he's only 24 still. I mean, everything he's been through, he had that big fight in America, the war over there. He had the 2 fights with Belal Fawaz, and he's still 24 years old. So I just said to him then, I said, I wouldn't mind seeing him move up to 160 pounds. I think it's 158 this fight was made. He said no. But, you know, I think he's still a young man that's growing all the time. And, like, he looked heavy-handed in there tonight. Great opponent. We'll have him back. He was tough as old boots. And, you know, the hands are going to be sore, but that's the key activity now. And I think everything he's learned in the young part of his career is going to benefit him moving forward. Still got a long, long way to go in boxing.
Just quickly before you do pick the mic up, obviously so young, sometimes there's that kind of stigma around the O. In a weird way, you don't have to worry about that. Does that give you a little bit more confidence at times?
Don't think too much into it. A fight's a fight. Hindsight will be a beautiful thing. Right now I'm in the thick of the mud of it, but the story's not done, far from done. And when it is done, I'll make sure that whatever happens, the best thing whatever happened to me, in and out of the ring. People only see what's inside the ring. If they knew what went out outside, they'd have a second opinion.
Final message to those fans, always keep supporting you. 24 years of age, still very young, of course.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday to our kid. Have a good day.
Junaid, well done.
Junaid Bostan gets back to winning ways, and he looked very good in doing so, calling himself a developing fighter.
Sharp throughout all 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Looked good. There's no sort of faults in anything there.
There is nothing to worry about. You get defeat, you shrug yourself off and go again. And here's what we have coming your way at 7 p.m. Shannon Ryan, as I say, in with Nicola Hopewell. Harley Burrows, 23 knockouts as an amateur. In with Lewis Howes, TMA Ayton, the very exciting featherweight. In with Stevie Levy, who really feels she's got a point to prove. And then Belal Fawaz versus Ryan Kelly. And then the top of the bill is absolutely ridiculous. It cannot be anything other than fireworks, Adam Macker.
100%, like, even not just in the ring, obviously outside, like, this place is like a coliseum. Like, it's going to be mad in here in a couple hours when Conah Walker's on. So I'm buzzing. I can't wait.
And chief support as well, Belal Fawaz, the colourful character that we're really enjoying on the cards at the minute. In with Ryan Kelly, that's a good fight.
It's a great fight, and like with Belal, he's a bit of a slow starter, which makes it a bit more exciting for everyone watching. You think, oh, it looks like he's getting beat here, and then he turns it around, flips it on his head, and comes back.
And we said, you know, your amazing debut, and we've got someone making their debut, Harley Burrows, 23 knockouts in the amateurs. You seen a little bit of him, heard a bit about him?
Yeah. I've watched a bit of Harley, like on the amateur circuit. I've heard obviously lots about him coming out just to sort of have that war and take people out of there, and that's what all the fans in here tonight, that's what they want to see. So if he can deliver that, then it's a win-win for everyone.
And a good one as well. TMA Ayton in with Stevie Levy. So exciting, TMA AM. Stevie Levy, she's been fired up for this one and feels she's got a point to prove.
Yeah, look, she's fired up, but like anyone can get fired up going into the ring. But they're levels apart, and I don't think it will go on for very long.
And then opening our broadcast in about 10 minutes' time, Shannon Ryan in with Nicola Hopewell. Looks a good fight, that one, on paper.
On paper, it's a very good fight. I think it will be a good fight, and everyone in here will enjoy watching it.
Well, Adam, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
We are going live on DAZN in about 10 minutes' time. Please join us for what is a cracking card. We'll see you soon.
I've proved time and time again I can get through the trenches.
This is the fight you don't need to sell. If you know boxing, you know what you're going to get.
This is a real eye-catcher. Two of the best welterweights we have.
Put me and Sam Eggington in the ring and you know you're going to get carnage.
Conah Walker has done it! Extraordinary!
They call me the Savage because I love to fight.
The Birmingham man just wants war.
I'm excited to see how much he's really about it.
This will be a war as long as it lasts.
I'll hurt Conor in this fight.
There's no way he's beating me in front of my people.
Big shot!
No backward steps.
We're two blokes who just love to fight.
My promise is that I'll have my hand raised. Me and Conah Walker are going to meet in the middle of the ring.
It's bloody,
relentless,
war, carnage.
Don't blink.
We are what we believe. We are Matchroom Boxing.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
I see dead people.
Some stories are so great, they stay with you. You just need to know where to find them. Disney Plus, a lifetime of great stories.
Oh, Josh is struggling to pay rent in Oz, and we need to send him some money. But the bank says it could take days.
Days? Well, what if that's too long?
Wait, why aren't you using Wise?
A smart current account from Wise gets your money around the world in as little as 20 seconds. Be smart. Get Wise.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
Don't miss the biggest night in MMA.
We are now set for